Tokyo's governor is giving city employees the option to have a 4-day work week in hopes to boost Japan's record low fertility rates. Thomas Simmons is a Canadian living in Japan. He's not a government worker, but says a 4-day work week would surely encourage him and his wife to have more children.
There's just not enough time in a day to really balance both. So having an extra day would be like a godsend.
Last year, Tokyo's fertility rate dropped to 1.2 children, according to the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare. This should be at least 2.1 for a population to remain stable.
It is a very work hard culture. I think life is very much centered around the company, waiting for your boss to leave before you can go home, going to the kind of work drinks after.
While Tokyo is reducing its weekly workdays, Greece is going in the opposite direction. It was the first European nation to adopt an optional 6-day work week in July, hoping to improve productivity. So if work weeks are a spectrum, where does Canada fall?
We're probably somewhere in between, where I think there's a bit of resistance to going to a 4-day work week. I think part of it is just the idea that if you let people have 4 days a week, whether they'll actually shift it over to the kinds of things that you're hoping for. With issues like cost of living and needing more money, that I think people might take the extra time that they get with the reduced work week from their main job and shift it over to picking up a side hustle.
Back in Tokyo, city employees with children in grades 1 to 3 will also be able to trade some salary to leave early for childcare.
Big issues that like I'm personally facing, and a lot of couples I know are facing is childcare, right? Getting daycare availability.
Thomas says these new policies aren't just beneficial for employees. As a recruiter in Japan, he thinks it's good for companies too.
It would be a huge selling point, and I think people would be like lining up to get into that company.
Amandalina Letterio, Global News.